back. We're back with another one. It's nostalgia. Long hits. Come on! Promises, promises. Believe all of your promises. Sounds like Uncle Sam. You never keep. Come on, we're back with another one. The party has just begun. It's nostalgia. Bong hits. Man, we're back with another one. This is love, it breaks my heart. Promises, promises. We're back with another one. Welcome in, welcome in. And so we did our last video on Pokemon. We're going to switch things up a little bit on my beliefs of capitalism. So this is an interesting theory. When I was younger, I grew up in a very business-oriented family, very successful family. And I was always like for capitalism, bro. Like as you should. You know, that working hard gets you what you want. And, you know, it's a fair country and all that good stuff. The capitalism pride. And I would just say anymore, man, after seeing how damaged the American people are to where this is just a fight of survival for the people that live in the land, a fight for survival. I'm more of a socialist than ever because the difference between, you know, let's go back 30 years, it was fair. Like you went to a job and your job got you the house and your hard work got you your car and your hard work got you all this shit. And then you had money to survive and relax. And it's just no longer like that. Where it truly is death by 1,000 cuts, you know, that they get you with the chop and the chow and the pow, you know, every time. I mean, it's so fucking disgusting. I mean, it really is. That it's like, if you're a working person now and making a reasonable $4,000 a month for a lot of people, you know, that's considered like the American dream. You didn't go to college, you didn't do anything special, but you're working hard as the country tells you should do. That $4,000 a month is just a rug pull today. I mean, it's disgusting. It really is. And I have a friend that's in this position, pretty much this exact situation. They make $4,000 a month. They rent a house, which is $1,500 a month of their $4,000, and they just got like a car not that long ago. It's a younger guy. The dude's like in his 20s, starting with nothing though, you know, and it's just like someone just trying to start on the treadmill of America. And when you see what they're going through, you're like, they don't have a chance, you know? Like, there's $1,500 going to your $4,000 a month. They take another fucking 1,000 in taxes at least from you. You know, you're down to like almost nothing. Then you gotta, you know, have the groceries for your survival. I mean, it is death by 1,000 cuts. And then it's like you got to pay to have your car inspected. You got to pay the fucking DMV for this or that, and you got to have your license, which all costs money. You know, like having your car inspected, having your car insured. Fucking that's always, a couple $100 a month. I mean, it's insane. It's just death by 1,000 cuts that they really have it set up so if you're just starting this system, you're not putting away gold. You know what I mean? You're not putting away silver. You're not putting away any metals. You're you're surviving. That they keep you on this trap because your time runs out. That's the problem. Is people don't think of it like month by month. Is if you're starting at nothing, okay, and you're working your ass off for 4K a month, you are being drained of all of it, and then next month bills are here. You know what I mean? Like that's the beautiful part of the scam. It is next month's bills are here, and you only made 4K that month, and that 4K has to pay this, and this. And they're always pissed off, wondering why they're working and they don't have any money to show for it. And I try to show them the scam that it's like, and in his situation, what do you even do? And I mean, it really is insane. It really is insane that I feel bad for so many people that are just living in this system because it used to not require all of your paycheck to survive. I mean, you maybe had to come up with like $1,000 a month and you could just survive. You know, 30, 20 years ago, even 15 years ago, you just came up with like, I don't know, 10K a year, you'd survive. You'd pull it off. It'd be rough, but you'd pull it off somehow. You know, you would find some place to rent or you'd find something to make up for it. And it's just no longer like that. That it was like you could go work a little bit, you'd have enough money stashed away, you could just chill for a little while. It's just no longer like that. It's just the constant work to get sliced by the 1,000 cuts. That your wages are like a loaf of bread, and it's just there's slices every fucking time. That I don't like capitalism. I don't know why people do like capitalism at this point. I think it was the capitalists that try to convince us all to love capitalism. And hell, I'm higher up on the food chain, and I still hate capitalism. I don't think it's a good idea because we have 90% of America starving, living as a third world, and the government saying, "Well, we did great this year. We did wonderful this year," and it's like, yeah, but your people are fucked. Like that's why the government's getting so much feedback from people. Just like, dude, this is bullshit. And some dumbasses will say, well, throw out Trump or throw out Biden. It's no, throw out the Federal Reserve and the entire fucking slavery system because America's became a militarized monster at this point of thugs. And it's been ran by thugs for the past 40 years that manipulate keeping the system alive. That it's all about keeping the actual system that enslaves you alive rather than keeping its people alive. And that's where I'm actually for socialism. Like anymore, I think every American should have to work, to an extent, but not like this. Not like this. This is insane. For nothing, too, is just so disgusting. Because they are working for nothing because it gets ate by bills that are all pre-created. So it's just like this like debt loop, and it's going to get much worse. And people think I'm out of my mind when I say this, but it's going to get a lot worse. They're going to keep moving that silver and gold ratio to make it harder for you to acquire assets, to keep you trapped, and that's just kind of where it's at. But it's death by 1,000 cuts. They get you with this and the water bill and the electric bill and the phone bill and all the fucking bills of America. It's just nothing but bills. That it's just survival. People say 2025 is so dead, and it's like, yeah, because it's just survival. To just live here, it's like a Hotel California. And it just gets worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And I hate to have such a negative outlook on it, but it's disgusting when you think about it. And I don't think enough people take a step back to really think about it. Like, why am I working for this system? And like I said, I'm for that people should work to have their dreams or whatever, but at this point, they're just working to survive. And that's not fair to anyone that is slaving their lives away. And most of them are slaving their lives away to never own a home. Like, it's just not fair anymore. It's not the same. It's not the same. And I feel terrible for the younger generations. I've said it in many other videos. I feel absolutely terrible for them. Because, like, they are going to have to go through such a hard existence starting at zero. I mean, and trying to come up out of that is so bad. And and the government, this whole system gets into be a thing of like where they make someone homeless that's starting at zero. They don't really want you to be homeless because then you can't get your registration or your driver's license or your this or that if you don't have a home. And it's like most people don't have a home anymore. And it is how it is. It's became like this just shit pool for people, man. And it's became a trap where most just poor people end up going to jail. Like, not even that they're doing anything wrong, they end up going to jail because they can't afford the bills or they don't have a fucking home to like put their address to. And I don't like that, man. I'm actually more for socialism than anything. That everyone should have a fucking house in this country, man, and a place to live, and that should just be like, fuck it, everyone has the same wealth, everyone lives the same life and does something meaningful for society. That's how I like to see it. Because where all the countries get along and they say, you know what, fuck all these evil pricks that have been running us forever. Fuck all them. We don't want any of them bastards. I don't have anything against British people. I don't have anything, like, us as America, we don't have anything against fucking the Chinese. I don't have anything against any of them. And if their citizens looked at it that way, like, oh, we don't have anything against Americans. I mean, we're all like, are just kind of chill people, and then get rid of the few dickheads that maybe don't want to go along with that. It's like, it would be a lot better place, and it's just not ever going to be like that, I know, but it's like how it is now, bro, is not how it should be. I mean, I don't think it's how anyone really would expect this country to be how it is today. It's just, it's fallen off so hard, and it does not give a fuck about its people. None of these politicians give a flying fuck about you. It's all about protecting the Federal Reserve and the rich fuckers that run the world. And the quicker everyone wakes up to this, the better off you'll be financially, the better prepared you'll be, and the better you'll understand that the whole system's a lie. The money's fake. It's not backed by any fucking real currency. Like, these are the secrets. It's just you can trade it for bread for now. That it really is a scam. The entire Fed system, everything. I mean, it's all designed to keep people in that loop that I'm talking about. That you see all your friends around you, any of your friends that don't have money, they're in that loop. Okay, any friends that are working a 9 to 5 and they're making under 60 grand a year, they're in that loop of the slave loop of keeping you slaved and then hitting you with 1,000 cuts of bills. And it's not fucking right, man. They're robbing people working hard out there for their dreams and their real potential by mass inflation and mass debt and manipulating the system so you get farther away from gold and silver ownership, that you are holding the paper currency that they deem worthless whenever they please. And they can do it more worthless every single day. This is the giant machine that I've tried to describe on my channel of when you see it, and it's $38 trillion in debt trying to rip more wealth from you and extract it from its people through inflation, taxing the savers. You can't unsee it. Like, add the 38 trillion at the top of the machine. It's been controlled by federal banks that run the fucking world and manipulate the currencies. They've held silver and gold way low for years, and now we're seeing that blow the fuck up. And that's where we're at. We're at the end stages of this machine breaking. And people completely fucking losing faith in it. I know that. And no one really wants it anymore. I mean, if you're out there and you love this system, let me know in the comments. But I don't think any of us fucking love this system anymore. We all think it's a crock of shit. It's really unfair to anyone that is poor or starting at zero. And that is most of the country at this point. That is 90% of the younger generations. And I feel from them. I really do. I feel for them. I really do. Because they have no hope. And the generations before us have let it get this fucking bad. And I mean, what can they do? We're just people here that are plopped in America and have to listen to our government's bullshit. So we're really in a tough spot. But it's all fucking rigged, folks. It's a rigged game. Be prepared. And fight back. Gold and silver. Anyway, that's all we got for this one. But I just had to do a rant, man, because it is just like, man, when you look at how fucked up it is for people, you're just like, fuck this system. Period. Like, will just make it impossible for people to live. And then they can just change the rules any day of the week. You save up $100 grand or something, well, we can just hit that with fucking super inflation and drive it down to only buying, 20 grand in gold. It's a vicious cycle, folks. It really is. And make sure you're holding something of value to protect your freedom, because it is literally a crime to be poor at this point. So don't be poor. I mean, it is a crime at this point, because it will doom your life. It really will. I've seen it happen to so many people that try. It's sickening, dude. It really is. But anyway, that's all I got for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Promises. Fuck the government. We're out.